busy night ahead. I've got, as you can see here, I've got the AEW General Manager sim game. I think what's the official name of this thing? AEW Elite General Manager on Android. So I've got that fired up. We're going to take a look at it here first. Just see what it's like. I mean, I'm really not too sure what to expect. I fired it up very briefly, just to make sure it was working, to make sure I could get the video working and feeding into the Streamlabs and everything else, and just to kind of make sure it was working. And I didn't really look at any of the actual game. I did one test match. There's a little tutorial I'm going to go through here in a second. I made a singles match just to see how you actually do that, and it seemed to work fine. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. So for anyone wondering, anyone who maybe was interested in updates about this game or how I'm playing it or any of that, the game is supposed to come out this summer. I don't think it has an official release date, and basically AEW Games put out a public beta sign-up thing. I signed up. I think the first beta invites went out like 3 weeks ago. Didn't get one, but they then went on social media and they were like, we're going to send out waves, right? So it's going to be like eventually we're going to try and get to most of the people who signed up. And part of the reason they're doing that, as well as just testing out the game, letting people get a feel for it, talk about it, hopefully get some word of mouth if it's good. I actually haven't heard too much about it, so I'm interested to dive in here. But it's also a stress test for their servers and stuff like that. So as you can see, I have the game fired up here. You are seeing almost 1-to-1 with what I'm looking at. The setup I'm using here is I am casting the game to a Chromecast, and then I am putting the Chromecast through the HDMI capture card. So that's a very cheap and easy and somewhat cobbled together solution to get the phone casted onto the stream, which is working, which is great. You might notice I have the game audio quite low. The reason I have the game audio quite low is because there's a little bit of hitching, a little bit of hiccuping on the audio. It doesn't sound very good. You can probably hear it's just kind of a little bit of a kind of generic kind of drum kind of video game, mobile gamey beat in the background. It's mostly fine. It's just every now and then there's a little hiccup with it. That's on my end. That's a casting issue because again, it's going Wi-Fi to the Chromecast and then back through the HDMI capture card for this stream. So that's entirely on me. So I just turned the audio down. The video is fine. If I flick through the screens here, it's actually making a liar of me because it's it appears to be frozen here a little bit. So let me just try that. Okay, there we go. So if I flick through the screens here, you can see the video. The video is pretty 1-to-1. So I'm pretty happy with this method, especially since this is a menu-based management game. So I'm not super stressed about it. It doesn't have to be 1-to-1, 60 frames per second image. Like that stuff's not really important for a game like this. But just to give a little disclaimer, if you're hearing the audio, it is very low. If it is sounding a little bit spotty, that is just because of the video capture that I'm using basically to get this working. The other thing, I suppose, and this is probably an obvious disclaimer, this game is early access. So it's a beta program. They want us to stress test it. They said it's absolutely okay to stream, and they say it's pretty close to release, but there's more features and bug testing to come in the next few weeks and months. So FYI, it'll be a little busted. I'm not here to play an unfinished mobile game and then, oh my god, it's hilariously shit. It's so broken. Oh my god. You know, we'll see what it's like and see if it's any good. But if it's a little hitchy, if it's a little crashy, if it doesn't work entirely perfect, that's the point. It's early access. So let's just jump in here. I'm going to put the game audio up a little bit. If it sounds bad, do let me know. I'll turn it back down because it is not, as I said earlier, it's not absolutely perfect. So let's bit more juice. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the... they have not given me any tutorials so far on what we're actually doing here. We've got some kind of create a character screen here. The significance of that, I don't know. They've got matchmaking, so it seems here casual and ranked match, so there's some kind of competitive element. They do want people to test the servers, so I'll do a casual match at some point because they want people to stress test and stuff like that. So we will do that at some point. And then this is where I was getting most of the tutorial. So here's your single player campaign, right? And if you, for the uninitiated, this is an AEW branded wrestling management game. For the wrestling fans amongst us, this is probably most comparable to EWR or TEW, which are booking sims. For the uninitiated who are not nerds, who did not play EWR like me in my teen years, hi Snowboy, thanks for doing the muted bit. Cheers. For people who are not jabroni marks without a life getting worked into a shoot, who did not spend their teen years playing EWR, it is effectively a booking simulator. It is Football Manager for wrestling nerds. You look at a load of menus. You have players and stats you have to watch, and you have to put together compelling matches, and you have to grow your promotion. There's never really been a to my knowledge, a like major company branded one of these. There was a general manager mode in one of the SmackDown, a couple of the SmackDown versus Raw games. They've been gone for a couple of years, but it was a similar kind of premise. You booked matches and you let things play out, and you were rated on how good or bad your show is. So AEW is doing this on phone. It's a natural fit. There's been some smaller, like crowd-funded ones on phones, not super well received. So this is a tough one. This is a tough game to make, especially for a licensed company like AEW. Fatvid Baker in the chat says, "How much have I played of TEW EWR?" I think it's really cool. It's something I'm not very good at. I'm not a management sim kind of person. So, like a lot of people, EWR is free, by the way. If anyone's curious about this, you can. It's like a 2004 PC game. Anything can run it these days. I've downloaded it many times. I play a couple of months of a campaign. I lose interest. It's not my genre. I think it's really cool though, and I love, like, a lot of people I follow on social media play these games and they post their funny screen caps, and there's all kinds of outrageous stuff in it. I'm wondering how much of that's going to be in this, because in TEW, it's like, you can, it's all unlicensed, but you can download a mod that puts the wrestler names into it. And so you'll get a storyline that's like, oh, John Cena killed a man. Do you want to suspend him for killing a man? And it's kind of, it kind of leans into the sleazy kind of aspect of wrestling. You can have relationships with dirt sheets, and you have real life feuds between the wrestlers that can lead to problems on the broadcast. And stuff like that. Is an AEW licensed game going to have all that stuff? I don't know. Let's just jump in here and go back to the career mode, which I played one of these earlier just to see if I could get the game working, and I did. So literally the first thing I did here was build a singles match. So we will jump in here to the next one. Divisions. Book matches for both the men's and women's divisions. Challenge tasks. Book a women's singles match. Book a men's singles match. Right. So we got Tony Schiavone as the narrator, I guess. Now we need 2 singles matches for AEW. Tonight's show needs to highlight both our men and women's division. If you ever need to check your objectives for the scenario, you can always tap this button. Okay, I think I can keep track of book 2 matches for now. Oh, I have to press the button. My bad. Okay. I was talking about how easy it was, and I was pushing the wrong button. Okay, schedule Nyla Rose in a 1v1. Schedule Santana and MJF in a 1v1. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. So we're going to do Nyla Rose. Okay, she's got stats. Popularity, strength, speed, endurance, morale. Okay, condition, stamina. Okay, this is... straight away, it's a little bit deeper than I was expecting. They've got their 4 stats. They've got conditions, so I guess you're going to have to take care of injuries and stuff like that, so that's interesting. And stamina. So in other games like this, if you put someone on a show every single week, they're having hour-long matches, they get worn down, they can't be used. Jimmy Havoc and Excalibur got into a scrap at Red Lobster. Do you suspend or fight them? That is literally what TEW is, though. That's what's so great about it. They would have shit like that in the game, and if you don't find, or you excessively find people, it affects morale, and they're really deep. They're like almost too deep to the point that a dummy baby brain like me couldn't play them. Anyway, so we're gonna put Nyla Rose over here. Let's take a look at Big Swole's stats. So she's popularity 90, strength 90. Okay, I like this art. I like the all the art and the characters that I've seen so far is really good. So we will close that and we will drag and drop her over here. Winner unclear. What is this? I actually, because again, they didn't ask me this the first time. 1v1, hold to clear. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, that's the other match. Okay, perfect. Slowly but surely, I'm figuring this out. So we'll just tap MJF. Condition great. And he is going to face Santana, who has a little inner circle logo, which I appreciate. So I guess they have factions. Well, you can't have an AEW game without factions. I mean, it would be silly to do that. So we will put Santana there. And this little the bell icon at the bottom right is my start the fight. So here's two interesting things about this game, and I'm not necessarily saying interesting as a good or a bad thing. I'm going to press the match simulation button now and see if anything kind of jumps out at you other than the quality of the animation, which is, it's a management game, so you're not going to get 3D character models fighting each other. Like, that's not important, but let's go through here. We've got this cool little 3D arena set up that I like, but then it's just sprites bopping off each other. Nyla Rose is absolutely going crazy. Whoa! I have not seen that special move before. Okay, so Big Swole won. So the two things I wanted to point out here. Oh, sorry, we got the men's match. I'm talking through the men's match. Okay, the finishing moves are kind of elaborate. That's cute. So the two things I wanted to point out. First of all, the matches are obviously it kind of reminds me of WWE Supercard, where in that game they just have the trading cards bonk off each other. It's fine. It's like, it's not a proper wrestling game. It's a management game, so that's fine. The thing that gets me about this so far, right, and I know I've literally just done 2 matches, but the thing that gets me about this is that you don't pick the winners. So I think that's kind of odd, and that was true when WWE had GM mode in their console games like 10 years ago at this stage. It kind of defeats the purpose to me. Like, maybe that's really harsh. I don't know if there's another meta to this that I'm not realizing, but Tony Schiavone says I'm doing great. So, I mean, I'm obviously doing something right. I got 3 stars, which is the highest rating. How did they not have a 7-star rating system in this game? Was that too obvious, or is that too niche? Obvious is the wrong word. Niche is what I was thinking of. Is that stupid, shitty nerd humor that they don't want to put in their mobile game? Anyway, Tony Schiavone says I'm doing great. So I got 21 grand for booking that. I got I got 20 grand for doing that. I got, what's that little man counter? I gained 197,000 fans, and I got a solidarity fist of 30. I don't know what they haven't told me what any of these metrics are yet, but we'll just keep going. Be sure to book the matchups with competitors in the same division. Okay. I assume that's just men and women, but I don't know. I'm on level 3. That's nice. Let's close that. Let's continue. The key to success in any company is managing your money correctly. Amen, brother. Absolutely. Give me the option to license music, and I will go broke in this game straight away. So let's see what we want to do. Let's spend some of that hard-earned cash to recruit some new talent. Okay. You'll need to sign 2 wrestlers and book them for a match. Remember, you have to be mindful of how much money you have. Yeah, okay, I got it. Let me see here. Okay, now notice that Chris Jericho is more expensive than other wrestlers. Select a less expensive wrestler so that you will still be able to afford to set up matches. Poor Chuck Taylor's only 10,000 AEW bucks here. Look at that character model. That is fantastic. He's so angry. I feel bad for him. If he sees that, he's definitely going to tweet about it. So I'm pressing this ready button, I guess. It's not telling me what that'll do. What? Oh. Sign Chuck Taylor and Joey Janela to your roster. Schedule Chuck Taylor and Joey Janela 1v1 by week 1. Okay. Chuck Taylor, Joey Janela. My phone is getting incredibly hot doing this, by the way. Can I check Chuck's stats? Alright, they're not bad stats for he's got his little best friends logo. I like the art in this a lot. I think it's really good. Joey Janela not in a faction. Alrighty. and let's have him fight. Let's see what the awful waffle graphic looks like when Chuck does it. Oh, this is competitive. They're going back and forth. Oh, no finish. No finish. All right. I guess, it's AEW. Sometimes matches end out of the blue, It's just that kind of that promotion, All right. Sweet. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm assuming they're going to tell me what these currencies at the top of the screen are. These things here. Oh, boy. I could never be a weather person. Look at this. Okay. I assume they're going to tell me what all that stuff is at some point. We'll move onwards. You've got the basics down. Do you have what it takes to book a hard-hitting episode of Dynamite? Let's find out. To talk about wrestler attributes, I'm going to throw it over to my colleague, Excalibur. Thanks, Tony. I'm not going to do impressions. That was a terrible Excalibur, so I'm going to stop while I'm ahead and not do any more of that. I don't know what I was going for there. Let me see here. Okay, thanks, Tony. Let's discuss. Shut up, Excalibur. No one is more qualified to talk about the intricacies of wrestler attributes than myself. Now, it'll be very hard to not do a Taz on this broadcast. It's going to be very tempting to do a Taz, but I'm not going to. Because all I can say in my New York accent is I'm walking here. First, open up your roster to see your wrestlers. Okay. Great. Now tap a wrestler to view detailed breakdown of their stats. Book Taz as champ. I hope this for the console game as well. I hope all the legends that AEW has, I hope you can book them as actual wrestlers, because that'd be fucking cool. Taz, Jake Roberts, whoever else they got, Big Show, Mark Henry, they should be wrestlers in the game, but whatever. Great. Now tap a wrestler to view detailed breakdown of their stats. I already did this. Every wrestler has a strength stat. The stronger a wrestler is, the higher chance they have of gaining a win. Okay. Speed 83 for Jericho? Not sure about that. Wrestler speed is a measure of the intensity they bring when fighting an opponent, which is directly relates to their popularity. And finally, the more popular a wrestler is, the more likely they are to bring home the W. Okay. Now that you understand what makes a wrestler tick, go ahead and book a match for this week. Okay. So I can just book whatever I want here? Okay, let's book... Okay, so it's Jericho versus... I have seen enough Jericho and Orange Cassidy to last me a lifetime. So we will... Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Well, I forgot which Jackson brother I picked already. Alrighty. Why did I only get one rating? I don't understand. Okay. Taz says it was tremendous, but Taz, I only got 1 star. Do you not know how star ratings work, Taz? Come on now. Utilizing the different attributes of each wrestler is critical to booking the best match. Okay, so maybe I made some kind of mistake there that he's going to tell me about. Or he's not. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Let's take a look at that match affected your wrestler's stamina. Okay. Stamina measures the energy of a particular wrestler. If a wrestler's stamina drops too low, the risk of injury will increase. So Jericho's down to 91. So that's what, 9% for one match? Be mindful of your stamina levels when booking matches. Okay, so guys are going to need certain weeks off here and there, which is kind of like how AEW does it really anyway. They don't have the same guys every week. Jericho's at 98 popularity. He was so worth it. Let me see here. Okay, my objectives. Schedule a 1v1 by week 1. Schedule a 1v1 by week 2. Okay, fair enough. Am I just scheduling another match here? Okay. Let's go Nick Jackson versus Orange Cassidy. And we're off. Does the game allow you to book stipulation-based matches, or is it purely singles tags? I actually don't know. I think there's stipulations. I think. I'm assuming... I'm probably just going to do the tutorial stuff today. I'm assuming they're going to give me a little bit of everything. It is also... I don't think it's feature complete. I think they've said they are going to keep adding actual features to the game. Like, it's not just bug testing for the beta. I think it's kind of like... The game itself is not finished. I'm not going to pretend I know what version 0.7.2 means, because I don't know, but... Um, if your show keeps getting 1-star botched Twitter accounts increase, again, that's what I want. I want this to be the nerdiest, stupidest little management game ever, where you have to go on Twitter and you have to dictate the discourse. You have to pay off Twitter users to be nice about you. I'm still not quite getting why you get 1 star for some matches or 3 for others. I'm not sure if that's just a popularity thing or what. Now we're going to throw it backstage to Alex Marvez. Alex Marvez has a JPEG in this game. Respect to him. Thank you, Tony. We're discussing the core behind why one wrestler gains a competitive edge over another. Morale. So Jericho's is at 55. A wrestler's morale improves when a wrestler is booked favorably from week to week, but decreases when booked multiple times in a single week. Okay. Morale provides an increase or decrease to the efficiency of a wrestler's strength, speed, and endurance. So Jericho is in pretty good shape here. His morale is good. All right. Schedule a 1v1. Schedule a 1v1 by week 3. Okay, so we're just booking matches now. Where are my women? Like, where are the ladies? I know this is AEW, but this is a little on the nose. Let's go with Jericho because his morale is good, and Matt Jackson. Let's see. Does Trevor Dave have a problem with Alex Marvez? Well, I was about to say Alex Marvez isn't very good, so I could believe Trevor does not like Alex Marvez. Most people don't. He's the nicest guy that it's very hard to be nice about, because his AEW commentary stuff was not great. God bless him. God bless him. He seems like a very nice chap. But I'm glad he's just an interviewer now. Okay, I got another 1-star match there. Many of the wrestlers at All Elite Wrestling have perks which give them bonuses in certain conditions. For instance, wrestlers who perform well in tag team matches will have a tag team perk. Fair enough. Let's see how this particular perk plays out in the ring by booking 2 tag team wrestlers in a matchup. I can do that. Matt Jackson's morale is going down. Sorry, Matt. Okay. Let's do... I guess we just have to do... I was going to put, like, the Young Bucks against each other, but for the sake of this tutorial, let's not get too cute. Let's just put the Bucks versus... Oh, I'm doing the old WWE thing. I've got the people who are feuding with each other tagging together. Oh, no. I've become what I hate. I've become the booking trope machine that I despise. Oh, man. We're only on week 4, and I've already fumbled and proved how hard it is to actually book a compelling program. Okay. So Orange Cassidy is likely to win here. So let's see how it plays out. Okay. Legal tags. Very good, very good. Oh, Orange Cassidy got exploded. Okay, he lost. Yeah, ready. More numbers going up that I'm not really certain what they mean. That's fine. Scenario finished. Okay. Absolutely incredible. These are some of the most exciting weeks of AEW Dynamite we've seen. Thank you, Alex. You've done well up to this point, so let's reward your efforts. Oh, I'm getting a loot box. I'm gonna just drag it dramatically across. There we go. Box cutter for the loot box. Love it. A barbed wire broom. Okay. What do I do with that? Is that for me, or do I give that to a wrestler? I assume they're going to tell me. Let's take a look. A little bit of the bubbly. A barbed wire bat. Oh my god, we're turning it into a golf cart. We're turning it into CCW here. 2% milk. What the fuck is 2% milk? Is that a reference to something? Is that an AEW reference that I watch AEW every week. I don't know what 2% milk is. As you improve as a general manager, you'll unlock amazing customizations. Head over to your profile to view your current inventory. Jamie says, Kenny hang out with Hangman. Of course, yes. That's actually, yeah, very good. Very good. Okay. Good pull. Or I'm just stupid and that was very obvious. Now, it's important to remember that match formats have different costs and effects to your show. Okay. Okay, so here we're going to get our stipulations. Okay, some match formats could negatively affect the health of your wrestlers. Choose your match formats wisely if you want to book the best show week after week. Okay. So let's go to match types. Drag a singles match into your schedule. Okay, I thought they were going to give me something different, but what are you going to do? This bar on the right of the screen represents the severity of a match. Higher severities can drain wrestlers' stamina faster and increase the chance of injury, but potentially make the matchup more exciting to watch. Okay, so I guess that's that's a little deeper than I was expecting this to go. Let me see here. So we're gonna book Kenny Omega versus the Luchasaurus. I would not watch this match. If this game had a rating system, this would be not a very good quarter hour. Likely to win Luchasaurus. What is going on in this game? This is a work of fiction. Let's see how it goes. Alright, Kenny's doing Kenny stuff. Oh, Luchasaurus running through him. Oh no, I was wrong! Luchasaurus, the best bout machine. The belt collector. Oh my god. Okay, I guess Luchasaurus is my champion now. Actually, they haven't talked to me about titles yet. I don't know how much of a thing that will or won't be. Let me see here. Okay. Let's discuss gimmicks. Absolutely. This is the part where we go to Dr. Zahorian. And we say, brother, the morale meter is going below 45, brother. You need to, let's get it up there. You know what I mean? A little gimmick ski. All right. Gimmicks are weapons and items that impact the outcome of the match. Assign them to your wrestlers and watch the mayhem unfold. I can just give a guy a chair to use in a match. Let's try assigning a gimmick to one of our wrestlers in this week's show. This is the funniest use of the term gimmick I think I've seen in a wrestling game to refer to an actual object, which is the funniest way to use the word gimmick. Okay. So we've got, is that a chain? And we're gonna give it to Moxley. Great work. And so Moxley, please kill Jake Hager with this chain. Oh, he's using the chain! Ready to wait. I got no star rating bonus for having a bloody chain gore fest match. Alright. So I assume, I mean, this is still the tutorial phase, but I assume if you do that every single show, Jake Hager's like, what the fuck you doing? You're getting me killed. My morale's going down, brother. Alright, let's open another loot box. Chains. Got it. Okay. Onwards. You've been really hitting it out of the park these last few weeks. Let's see what you can do over the next 2 weeks. Okay. 4-way. Schedule a 4-way by week 1. Okay. Where's my roster? Let's go Jericho, Kenny Omega, MJF, and Santana. It doesn't seem to want me to give them any gimmicks, so I won't bother. Okay. What is this going to look like? Oh, it's all kicking off. Oh my god. Jericho, top dog. Alrighty. It looks like the wrestlers have been giving it their all, and unfortunately, we may have an injury on our hands. Let's check in with Doc. They put the actual doctor in the game. Oh my god, it even looks like him. I'm actually shocked they did that. Okay, our wrestlers are stellar athletes and they always give their all. Unfortunately, wrestlers aren't invincible. Kenny Omega and MJF both had their stamina drop too low and they sustained injuries. They will need to sit out next week. Okay. So where is that? Okay, so they've got a little plaster there on their little character model. Ready? So what do I got to do? Just schedule a 4-way. Schedule Santana and Chris Jericho in a 1v1. Get Kenny Omega's status to at least normal. Okay, so if I give him, I assume if I just give him a week off, that'll be fine. These guys are in the same faction. I hope that's not going to affect my. Okay, yeah, not great, but my guy, I'm dealing with injuries here, so cut me some slack. Great job. We've just received word from Doc Sampson. The Kenny Omega and MJF have both recovered. Yay! Okay, so I book them in the exact same match they got hurt in, and just see what happens this time. All right, let's take a look. I haven't been paying attention to how much money these matches are costing me, by the way, which they said to pay attention to, but. Way more fireworks than on a regular episode of Dynamite. Alrighty. I'm leveling up non-stop here. I'm so good at this game. Great wrestling shows aren't just back-to-back matches. The best wrestling show has to feature segments to further storylines. Okay. Segments work very similar to match types. Choose a segment that assign either wrestlers or a match to that segment. Okay. Each segment can affect a particular match, a wrestler, a show, or even someone else's show. Okay, so we're going to click on this talkie. Segments. Backstage pull-apart. This particular segment is geared towards increasing the popularity of a single wrestler. Drag the segment and select a match to target. Okay. Okay, backstage. Okay. Okay, so Kenny and Jericho are facing the Bucks, and we're going to do a pull apart now. That cost me 50 grand. Okay. Okay, oh, so they're going to have a match, and then they're going to have a pull apart. Okay. I can't wait to see what the pull apart's going to look like. Is it just going to be this, but like in a boiler room? I don't know. Young Bucks win. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's just like a modifier to the show. That's just disappointing. It's time for you to take over the reins. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to book some actual shows, I guess. Sign some wrestlers and set up some matches and achieve a 5-star show. But there's only... whatever. I was about to say there's only 3 stars. Okay. I have 500 grand. Alright, now I'm going to need people to guide me here. Oh, wow. They have got a lot of... Okay, well, we're signing Jade Cargill, obviously. So she's more expensive than, like, Colton Gunn and Griff Garrison... Penelope Ford's a great signing as well, actually, for that price. Okay, I'm not even going to scroll through the rest. I'm signing Jade Cargill, absolutely. She doesn't have a picture yet. That's outrageous. But I'll let it go. The game's not finished. We will sign her. Max Caster seems like a good one, but no picture for Lance Archer? Oh my god. Billy Gunn's only 15 grand. The Attitude Era superstar, Billy Gunn. Leva Bates for 10,000. It's a bit pricey. Miro Statlander. So maybe I don't know if there's a weekly wage element to this, because there is in EWR and games like that. You pay to sign someone, but then you also pay them per appearance. I don't know if that'll be a thing here. Sting is 30 grand. I think I'll go without Sting for now. Let's get who was the other girl I said I wanted? Penelope Ford. Let's sign her. Let's scroll all the way down. Let's see who we got here. Adam Page is pricey. Jericho's pricey. Cody Rhodes is 35 grand. Let me see here. Wow, so they're not giving me anyone. It's literally... Oh, Pac. I gotta sign Pac. Okay. We're gonna sign Pac. We're gonna sign Penta. we will sign Dr. Britt. Dr. Britt. We'll sign her. All right, let's take a look at my roster. Okay, so we got Britt, Jade, Penelope, Penta, Pac. Okay. Oh, I can filter by different things. Okay. Morale, stamina, name. This is a good name for now. How do I get rid of my roster? There we go. Let's sign some more dudes. We need some more men. Actually, I'm going to take a look at some of the art, even if I'm not going to sign these people. I want to take a look at the, like... That is really cool. I like this art a lot. Eddie's only 15. We'll sign Eddie for 15. That's a steal. That is a steal. And a J, Peter Avalon, and Helico for 10 grand. Like, I don't even really like Helico for 10 grand. I'm like, that's all right. I need some bodies on this roster here. The original death man. He's got art. Luther has art. Lance Archer does not have art. Luther has art. That's good. Frankie Kazarian. Sting is really expensive. I can't justify that. Serena Deeb. Gotta have Serena. No, I've signed too many women. I'm signing too many women. Let me see. Yeah, no Hook. I don't see any Hook. I'm really not certain about that at all. Sean, thanks for following. You're just in time to see me piece together my roster. I've signed all the women. Yeah, and you know what? You are right. You jumped in the stream just the right time to point out I need some Max Caster. There he is. What are his stats? Does he have a charisma stat? He does, doesn't he? No. He's only 15 grand. We'll slide him. Let me see here. Danny Limelight is. I like Danny Limelight a lot for 10 grand. That's good. This roster is so funny. Like, Britt Baker, Danny Limelight, Eddie Kingston, Jade Cargill, Max Caster, Pac, Penelope Ford, Penta L0M. You know. Yeah, Layla Hirsch for a 10 is a steal. Do you ever hear any, like, just any wrestling podcasts or read any reviews where people are like, oh, Layla Hirsch is not that good? Fucking crazy. You weren't there, man. You weren't at Tag League when Layla Hirsch was there. She's fucking great. Alright, we got... So... How, like, I'm not certain, because it didn't really teach me during that whole tutorial. I don't know how much it costs to just run a show. Can I... Okay. Let's, 3 versus 3, 6-way, 2 versus 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3 versus 3, and 5 versus 5. No gimmick matches I'm seeing here. No, don't do that. I got all my Oh, so the weapons are consumables. So you see here, oh, sorry, my video is after freezing. Apologies, folks. Let me activate that. That does not appear to have fixed it. All right. Let me see here. I'm not still on the roster page. I was trying to put a match together, but the game video has decided to take a little break. And I'm going to... There we go. Okay, sorry about that. That's the second time that's happened to me. For anyone who's joining the stream now, about 45 minutes in, I am Chromecasting my phone screen and then plugging the Chromecast into my capture card, which is why the performance is a little... That's on my end, not the game's end. Anyway, let's see how much just putting a show together is before I sign any more wrestlers. So let's do a 1v1, and we're going to do Britt Baker. And my plan, my Vince McMahon sitting by the pool with his notepad with Pat Patterson, planning out a year in the future. I'm keeping Jade Cargill and Britt Baker apart. That's my big match down the line for Double or Nothing or whatever this game's going to let me do. Okay, keeping them apart. So we're going to put Layla against Britt. We're going to do singles matches on this show. We're going to do Pac against Daddy Limelight. Can we do a... Oh no, I had to... Okay. I can do 3 matches and 1 segment per show. Okay. That's going to be tough. Let me see here. And who do I have left? And we're going to have... what am I... Okay. I need to sign some extra people because this is... Wait, Max... Yeah, okay. We're going to have... Max Caster. And he is going to face Penta. Okay, these are all unique matches, and then we're going to have pre-tape in catering, hospitality table, backstage pull-apart, on-stage promo, invasion, political campaign, contract signing, leak to the dirt sheets. Okay. Steak dinner, which I guess is a reference to the dinner debonair. Let's do a backstage pull apart, and we are going to do that for Britt and Layla. And wait, what's this? Oh, and for the betterment of Britt. Okay, so this whole thing is going to cost me... on stage promo, raise the hype for a target wrestler. Achieve a total of 50,000 fans. Schedule a 1v1. Okay, let's see how this goes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's freaking Dynamite. We're so excited to book it and all that. Oh, that was fucking sick! That was actually really cool. Oh, Pac, you're not gonna... Pac, that's an upset! That is an upset! Oh my god, Daddy Limelight. Sending him crying back to Wales, according to JR. Max Caster upsetting Pentagon! What is happening? I'm booking the most unpredictable promotion in the history of the States. Okay, so Britt Baker got some speed boost based on doing a promo backstage, I guess. Let me see. Okay, so I got 25 grand and 33... Can't speak. 320,000 fans. Is there no option like for a pose down? You know, I wouldn't be surprised if when the game is out, if they fill that list out with all the goofy shit you can think of. Like if they put leak to the dirt sheets in there, they have to really flesh that out for the final release. I got another golf cart. Okay, watch out for this one. 10% match pop for 1 match, 12 morale to wrestler for 1 match, and 5 stamina. Table for when you really just want to throw someone to a table. Match pop and stuff. Okay. So the different weapons actually all have a different significance, a different use. Sorry, I'm getting my white balance is way out of control at the moment. So I like that. That's good. Barbed wire broom. Popularity minus stamina. The truck, the FTR truck. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we got a decent amount of rewards there. You've got quite the handle on what it takes to book an episode of Dynamite, but you need to come out strong multiple weeks in a row. You're telling me, Tony. I look at Showbuzz daily. I know. If you want to prove yourself as an EVP, okay, an EVP even. I thought it was just a booker. Are you a flash in the pan, or can you bring it week after week? Keep out of your main 3 stats: money, morale, fans. Keep those high, and the ratings will follow. All right, I'm gonna tell people on Twitter, the losers who are not yet watching, I'm going to tell them that they need to get on here. and a couple more minutes of AEW. Help me sign some wrestlers. Going strong. Twitch.tv/BarryLad. That's me. All right. So we're gonna based on the cost of that show. So back up. Wait, 200,000. Did I have? Oh no, sorry. I booked a show. Okay. So I think I could book a couple more wrestlers. Wait. Do you have to? Do you have to sign a roster each show? Oh, okay. Okay, so they're saying sign, but I think what they actually mean is book them for the show, I think is what they mean. Because, so my roster here, as I open this menu, my roster is back to 0. So basically the sign verbiage they're using here is like, have them on the show, I guess. So what you want to do is... okay, that's really odd. Okay. So I was not prepared for that. So I suppose what you want to avoid doing is saying, oh, I'm going to sign 15 wrestlers, but you can't book 15 wrestlers. So I booked Jade Cargill on that previous show for nothing. So that is worth remembering. Okay, so for this show, we're going to give Britt Baker... we'll give her a week off. Limelight, since Danny Limelight won against Pac, that's a big upset, so let's sign him for this week's show. He will face... Who's someone he could beat? Who's someone Danny Limelight could beat? Marco Stunt. Okay. They're going to have a singles match. Okay. We're then going to have... I'm going to do... 20 grand is insane, but it's AEW. It's of course Brandy was going to be 20 grand. Of course she was, you know. All right. So I said, what was that tag match? Okay, I'm gonna do. Let me see here. Oh, I had a tag match in my mind there. Let's do. Let me see. Let's do Caster and Bowens. Wait, where's Bowens? He was just... There he is. That is a buff Anthony Bowens. I mean, he's a buff guy, but that is a buff Anthony Bowens. Let's do Bowens and Caster against the Dark Order. So we'll go 10. And who's another Dark Order guy? Who else we got here? Not Stu Grayson, someone else. Not Luther. Maybe I should just use Luther. Give me another... Okay, Colt Cabana. Alright, so let's go back over here, and we're going to do tag team action. Sarah Flan, thank you for joining us. The best friends are in this game, and they have wonderful art. I'll show it to you in just a second. I have not signed them yet, but as I just learned, this game actually has them as independent contractors because you don't sign people permanently. You book them on a week-to-week basis, like it should be. Anyway, so we're going to do 10, and we're going to do Colt Cabana. And they're facing the Acclaimed Max Caster. My other match here. Oh, I've got a sneeze coming. Oh, just sneezing into my expensive new mic there. Tom has joined the chat. The lads are all here now. It's all popping off. What was that? I was going to book Marco Stunt against someone. Who was it? Limelight. Okay. So we're going to do Marco Stunt. We need to have a ladies match. So we're going to go back here to our signing screen. Let me see here. Let's give Baker a week off because we just Baker just had a match. So let me see. Who is a lady? Let me see. Ladies. Let's do 30 grand for Big Swole. Wow. Okay. Yeah, let's sign her then. She's really good stats. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we will sign Big Swole, and let's give her someone to beat. Which is Ali. This is another one that I would not necessarily be in a rush to watch, but that's not what we're doing here. Okay, we're going to do this. And we're going Big Swole and Ali. And we've got a segment. So for this segment, I will do. I need more money to do a backstage pull apart. Okay. There's only one. There's only one option here. On stage promo, and we got to give it to my boy Platinum Max here. All right, let's see how this show does, everyone. There is no hook. There is no hook. I'm really disappointed to say there's no hook. They don't even. So there are some wrestlers, okay, on the roster that don't have artwork yet, and it's fair enough. It's like early access. Whatever, the game's not finished. Okay, they'll have. There's no hook at all. Hook isn't even a name in the game. I want, you know what, true to form, I want Taz ranting and raving about that on this week's Dynamite. Like, hey, you know what you did to the Barry Lad stream there on Twitch? That's a terrible Taz, I'm so sorry. I tuned into the Barry Lad stream, no hook in the game. What gives? Brutal. Absolutely fucking brutal. I do. Oh, yeah, Megs. Oh, wait till I talk to that developer. Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely horrific. I sincerely apologize to Taz. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan of you, Will Hobbs, Hook, all the boys. They're great lads. That was so bad. That was terrible. I've done some bad impressions in my time. Let's watch this fucking show. Oh, save me, TNT. Oh, my God. Dark Order against the Acclaimed. I gotta take a sip of water after my horrific Taz. Young Sean is proud of my impression. Thank you. He is an impression king. So it means a lot to me. I'll show you some of the other cartoons since people in the chat are asking about the cartoons. I think they're generally pretty good. I actually think the art is really good that I've seen so far in the game. So okay, 2 stars, not bad. We are up a grand. Opposing. Oh, sorry, I didn't even notice this. The opposing show. The show we won't talk about. Well, the opposing show was down 100,000 viewers. AEW, as booked by Barry Led, was up 600,000 viewers. Even in the biggest, actually no, I was about to say even in the biggest real world stomping of NXT, that didn't happen. But I think it actually did. So anyway, let's take a look at the roster. So yeah, as I was saying, you have to re-sign, quote unquote, everyone each week. Let me see here. So there are no microtransactions that I have seen yet, but again, the game isn't finished. You could very, very, very easily put in a thing where it's like, okay, get more in-game money by paying money. That could 2 seconds. You could put that in. So is Ali hurt? It won't let me click on Ali there. Can I check on Danny Limelight? It's not letting me pick him either, so I'm wondering if I accidentally hurt some of my wrestlers. I'm not sure why that is. All right, let's look at some cartoons. Who was requested already? Okay, yeah, I think I've used some wrestlers too often because they are now deselected. Let me see here as we scroll. There's no QT Marshall yet, unfortunately. Very sad to see. Let me see. No Christian Cage yet, unfortunately. Okay. There's the Tay Conti. We had a request for the Tay Conti. Don't think they've quite done Tay Conti justice there. It's a good looking cartoon. It's no Tay Conti. I'll tell you that much. I think the Abaddon one is really cool. I think that but she has a very cool look anyway. So we got Revival Bald. Oh no. Oh, sorry, it's frozen again. Oh my god, the game is freezing repeatedly on me here. Let me deactivate that. Still frozen. Okay. We'll deactivate it one more time. And we'll go done. And you're missing some quality cartoons here. Hang on. No, it does not. It does not seem to like that at all. I just have to hold it up to hold it up to the screen. Yeah, there's your Matt Hardy. No, I'm gonna try and get this working. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go USB, and we're gonna activate it. You bastard! Why aren't you working? Okay. There's your revival bald. You know. Oh, there we go. Just in time. Wow. We're back. Yeah, no, there's no war being waged against cartoons. This is a pro cartoon chat. Anyway, I think the stream froze there before we got to see Tay Conti. Here is the lovely Tay Conti. You know, again, I don't think she's been done justice here. But you know, it's an alright looking cartoon. We got Revival Bald, who kind of just looks like a bald guy. Revival hair looks a bit better. He looks like someone. He looks like and it's not Revival hair. That's not who I'm thinking of. No, I can't. You can't rotate the models in the signing screen. So I'm afraid I cannot inspect his tattoo. Sarah was asking about the best friends. There's Trent. Let me see. Bobby Roode is a great. I think that's who I was thinking of. He looks like current Bobby Roode. Trent is a solid. That's a solid Trent. Sammy G and his disgusting tongue. He's poking his tongue out there. Hate to see it, to be honest. Penta. That's a cool Penta. Orange Cassidy, a very cool Orange Cassidy. Like that OC a lot. Suitably chilled. Let me see here. Chuck Taylor, an interesting Chuck Taylor. Now that I can take a closer look at him, you know, very angry. I think I've seen Chuck do this face once or twice, but it's usually got a kind of an ironic-y twinge to it that I think is lost in this particular version. But there you go. Let's take a look at Adam Page. Yeah, look at that. Oh, Adam Page doesn't do that, does he? Brian Cage does look a bit orange, but I think Brian Cage does look orange though in real life. I think that's Brian Cage. Okay, so that I think is going to do it for the campaign right now. How do I go back to? Yeah. All right. So let's take a look at what else this game has here. Don't reference the yummy penis tweet in my chat. All-time low moment for wrestling social media. That was terrible. So let's take a look here. Is this me? Am I making here? There's no tutorial about this stuff yet, so... Oh, all this stuff is locked. Is this money? Oh, Tom, you were asking about microtransactions. Let's see what it is. There we go, folks. You simply love to see it. Oh, what is this shit? Oh my goodness. 100 supply. Okay, so they've got some information about the drop rates. Legendary. What? One-winged angel finisher? They haven't explained any of this as to what it means, but what the rare 5% drop rate, blah 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 blah. Duplicate items. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it in paid loot boxes. They're just saying there's duplicate items. You know, what are you gonna do? Okay. Box. Hang on. So there's packs for AEW ticket money, whatever that means. And there's bucks, which I have to imagine is real money. Okay. I'm gonna take a look at this. I'm going to switch very quickly to my face. The reason I've switched to my face is because I don't want this to pop up my credit card or my anything. Purchase failed. Okay, is there... Okay, it's not letting me purchase anything. Okay, I don't think they have the money in there yet. Let me go back here to the stream. Okay. Um, so I'm actually not sure. How do I? Can I buy it? I'm not sure. Can I buy money? Because I did say I was like, oh, here we go. This is the um uh yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe this isn't microtransaction currency. I actually don't know because it's not telling me. Maybe this is something you can earn. I can see I have 10 of the what look like tickets at the top there. Um, let me see here. There's a Discord for the games. Okay, so I can't make my dude. I can't make my man. Um. Oh, okay. I can pick an existing wrestler. Here we go. Okay. Um. Who do I want to be? I'm gonna be the Doctor. And my finish. Oh, what? Oh, this must be for like competitive play, I guess. I do not understand this at all. Oh my goodness. Gimmicks. What the fuck? Emotes. This game's got a. Oh, look at all this. Oh yes, there's emotes, but they're not AEW emotes. They're just smiley faces. Folks, I have never understood anything less than this. Um, the aspect of the game where you're booking matches, that seems really straightforward. I have no clue what the rest of this stuff is. If I click my okay, player missions, log into the game, book a spa day segment 5 times in any game mode. Oh, okay. So completing these daily challenges gives me the ticket money. Okay, that is unusual. Okay, so you can you can earn the ticket money by doing in-game missions. So that's not a microtransaction currency then. So tickets are earned in the game, bucks, quote unquote, to be confirmed. Okay, that's good to know. But it looks like I haven't been playing long enough to actually unlock any of this stuff. And I have no idea what casual match is. Let's just click it. Let's just find out. Looking for a match. Loading makeup tips from Sunny. Getting ice cream with Darby? What the fuck? What is this? The Barry Lad versus Kaiba Transforms. I'm Britt Baker, by the way. I've literally no fucking clue what this is. Is this? Oh, it's a book. Okay, so it's a book a better match. Okay. Um. Okay. I'm gonna book Britt, and I'm gonna put her against Big Swole, and I'm gonna book. This is so confusing. I have no fucking clue what this is. How long do I have left? Oh, 140 seconds. Okay. Ray Phoenix and Ricky Starks. That's a great match, if I do say so myself. And Joey Janela versus Chuck Taylor. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. Oh, wait, do I have to wait for him to... Okay. That's fine. Somebody says I've talked him out of it. I mean, it's... like, to be fair, I'm assuming that when the game is finished, they will put stuff in that's like, hey, here's what this currency is, and here's how you get it, and I would hope it's a little easier to earn than what it seemed like here, but, you know. Okay, so I've got... At the top of the screen here, you can see there's a white timer. I guess I have to wait for the guy I'm facing to finish signing wrestlers. I'm so unclear on what this multiplayer mode is. Can I type "Hey, I'm ready" or something like that? I have absolutely no clue what this is. There is no rotating of the characters. There's no bum. There's no ankle action. You have to bear with me, and we have to work with what we got here. Oh, okay, here we go. It's time to book a match. Okay, okay, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna put Baker versus Swole, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do Ray Phoenix versus Ricky Starks, And we're going to, what was the last one? Janela. No, not Big Swole. Stop that. Chuck Taylor. And we're going to have a segment where Spade, I guess. I have no idea why. That's got Chuck Taylor and Joey Janela written all over it, and we're going to benefit Chuck Taylor. All right. Okay, let's see how this goes. I have no idea what I'm doing. Chat is going haywire. Accusations and there's a lot of waiting for the other guy to make his match. I feel. I think that's a decent card. I'm confident in myself. Again, I have no idea what the criteria are. Oh, I'm getting blown out here. Oh my goodness. Let me see here. Just gotta wait for this guy to make his match. He's probably dealing with his own chat. He's probably on Twitter. Oh, here we go. Britt and Swole kicking off. Swole is like OP in this game. She's like, oh my god, Ricky Stark's just murdering Phoenix. Opponent has readied up. Don't know what that means. Ding ding. Okay. Oh. Did I win? No, I lost. No, I got more money, he got more ratings. Well, I know which one I'd rather have. I'm not a fucking mark on Twitter worried about quarter hours. Pay me, thank you. Let me see here. I hope this isn't a multi-week thing. Okay, it looks like it is. I'm gonna bow out of this. Nice fighting you, other guy, but yeah. There is music and sound. I have it turned down very low on the stream because I'm Chromecasting the phone, which makes the audio come through a little bit funny. But it's fine. It's like generic rock music in the background. You cannot edit any of the characters, which is a crying shame. But no, you cannot edit any of the characters. Yeah, I lost there. I got schooled. But like much like WWE, I have more money, so that's all that matters. All right. That was a very whirlwind look at AEW Elite. That seems all right. It seems fun. I'm curious how much deeper it will be once they release it. The concept of having the roster but you sign them every time seems really weird, but other than that, it's like surprisingly like reasonably deep. I would say, like, you've got different stats like their abilities, their morale, injuries, money. You have fans, money, morale, all these different match types. You book them in a more dangerous match, they get hurt more. Book them too often, they get hurt, the morale goes down. All those moving parts. It does kind of seem like if you actually are looking for a TEW or an EWR, it's not going to scratch that itch. But also, as I said at the beginning of the stream, most people weren't nerds like myself who were playing booking simulators when we were 15 on PC. I think most people will be like the casual fan might be intrigued by the idea of, oh, there's an AEW game on phone and it lets you book wrestling and lets you leak things to the dirt sheets. That's, an interesting enough idea that I think people might get into it. If you are looking for incredibly deep, because TEW lets you do things like this match will go 14 minutes long and it'll be designed to get opponent A over, but then they jump him after the match. You can do all that stuff. This isn't that. This is kind of just, it's a phone game version of that, which is a lot of it toned down, but decent enough fun. I'm curious how much money it's going to cost. That is going to be a bit of an X factor. If it's free with a bunch of microtransactions, I don't know. My philosophy is always I would rather pay two, three, or if it's like an excellent game, like I don't mind paying a tenner for a phone game, but it has to be a great phone game. For something like this, I would much rather they charge £2 or £3 for it and just not have any microtransactions. But that's not the world we live in. Anyway,